I just need Somepony. Somepony to watch over me.
I enjoyed this episode.
This was a great episode. The Chimera, the Fire Swamp, Applejack learning a lesson.
Those horns.
Even, it was, know how this is the first time that someone else learned the lesson of the episode?
Yeah. Applejack learned that she was being a controlling Nazi crazy sister.
I mean, a lot of people have actually criticized that, how should I put it? They criticized Applejack for saying, okay, you now trust her that she's been pushed into something like this? Albeit, Applejack does not get any praise from me this time around.
Well, I think that it was more like she's saying, okay, if I do this to you again, you're
When
going to do
has she
something
ever
really
been
stupid.
like this, though?
Never.
Every time Applejack seems to learn learn a lesson, they have to break her character in some way.
Yeah, really. Well, Applejack is that character. She's a background character as far as I'm concerned.
It's not that she's a background character, it's just she is the one to really teach the lessons. If anything, she has to learn humility.
Yeah. So her sin... No, I would think that Rainbow Dash's sin would be pride.
Yeah, but she can back up her ego.
True. True. And we know that Spike's sin is lust.
Applejack can back up her ego, too. It's just a matter
not
of...
as well.
She needs to learn to be less controlling over her own environment.
Exactly.
Like, she has an iron hoop over that farm.
Yeah, I mean, even look in the episode with the one where Big Mac actually talks, and he's saying, you're biting off more than you can chew. She's trying to control everything.
She's head horse of the apple farm. She's the head horse of the apple farm.
Yeah. See,
Like,
Big Mac
albeit, you have Granny as the elder, but... And I wouldn't doubt Granny say-so is final word, but...
They did go through the Cave of Horrors.
But it does really seem that Applejack has the bigger hand and... Well, the bigger hoop.
I have to say, though, I think that Granny Smith would be in charge if she wasn't too...
If she wasn't senile and...
She's not totally senile, but she's...
Come on, have you seen her in the Big Mac arc?
Yeah.
Yeah, we read the comics. I'm at least caught up to Volume 5.
Yeah.
Which is...
I just finished
up Reflections.
I'm excited for that one. Not just because Luna's in it.
Just from the things I've told you and shown you about it.
Yes.
I did tell him a lot about it.
You can't help it.
No, I can't. When I get excited about stuff, I talk about it too much, and he never tells me to stop. Unlike when I do it, then I actually do tell you to stop.
True. Well, I'm excited to see a more mortal version of Celestia.
You mean a more flawed version?
Yeah. I said human, but that's not the right word.
Nah, more human, you might as well go watch Equestria Girls.
Ugh. Or...
Hey, Reflections arc fixes the Equestria Girls movie, but it takes place after the first one.
Yeah. Of all the souls I met on my travels, hers was the most human. And she was a horse. Wait, was I talking about Spock or Celestia? I'm confused now.
I think Spock. Or Luna. Could you imagine Luna in a Trekkie cosplay?
Yes.
She'd so dress up as Spock.
That's why she's awesome. She's obviously a nerd.
You picture her being a nerd?
Yeah.
Well, they already have...
the gamer meme.
Yeah, they already have gamers. They have D&D, or something similar. Stables and horseshoes, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Or something similar to that.
Horseshoes.
I can't remember. I'll have to look back into the book for it.
I'll find it. Because I'm going to finish reading them tonight, hopefully.
Yeah. You already have them all downloaded for excitement's sake. I just went out and bought them.
Yeah. I intend to buy them for my book collection, but I want to read them now.
Yeah.
I want it now!
I have a bigger book collection than you. That's...
Oh, you think?
I don't know. I haven't seen much of your book collection outside of that one shelf.
That one shelf is about 1/8 of my book collection. The rest are all at my mom's house in her garage, and of course, waterproof totes.
Of course.
I gotta get them back.
Yeah, I made the accident of putting them in cardboard boxes.
Yeah, I never do that.
That's how I lost my copy of Misery and my other copy of Neuromancer.
I have that book if you want to borrow it.
What?
Misery, but be careful that it's first edition. Wait, I have it in paperback too.
Just because I would have to throw it in my book bag all the time.
I'll give you the paperback.
Okay.
You can keep it I hate paperbacks.
Oh, that's fine by me. I don't mind paperback. Most of my graphic novels are paperback. They don't come any other way.
Of course. Well, back to the episode, though. We're going
Yes.
off on a tangent too early. I don't mind tangents at the end, but we should keep the beginning about the show. So, Apple Bloom in this episode.
Apple Bloom was awesome in this episode.
I can even stand on a table and talk to myself. I do that! Well, I sit on a table and talk to myself.
They seem to want to. They leaned on the fourth wall a lot on this.
You remember I was saying, is she talking to us?
Yeah.
Seemed like she was.
No, instead it was an inner monologue and her talking to herself.
Well, one observation both of us made. In this episode, everything that went wrong was Applejack's fault. Mm-hmm. She comes in, she startles Apple Bloom, who makes for some reason there's a random bowl of spaghetti on the table.
It makes everything fall.
Because everybody knows a child is at its funniest when there's a bowl of spaghetti on its head.
Is that so?
No, but people seem to believe that. But
that just is a mess to me.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't like spaghetti really unless it's from the Costa Verde or I make it myself. I don't like other people's spaghetti. It's weird. But anyway, they had a lot of jam sitting around too.
Well, it would make more sense if it were any type of jam, if it were apple jam, but no, a lot of grape, strawberry,
cherry
jam even.
I
didn't see a single jar of apple jam in there.
There's another missed opportunity here in my eyes. They had another opportunity for Big Mac to talk. He could have said, you know she's going to be fine on her own. He could have had like...
Yeah, he could have talked.
He could have even... she still would have gone back, obviously.
Yeah, just to keep the story going, just saying...
Or even just because it's her.
I insist, I'm going back and at least checking up on her.
Exactly, and I feel like that could have been a moment for Big Mac to stand up.
Yeah, just that one moment. And they couldn't even change the plot at all. Just have that one moment instead of him looking down with that
He could have even done that afterwards. Mm-hmm. It's like, she's going to be fine, you gotta treat her like an adult.
Have you noticed when they were initially walking, he just had his eyes closed?
Yeah.
Was he planning on sleep? Where do you think he was going?
Well, I mentioned a minute ago that I can work while I sleep. I've proven it. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's the same way.
He could just deliver pies in his sleep. Where do you think he was going?
That's Appaloosa.
Appaloosa?
That's where I choose to believe.
Really? They have their own apple family, though.
True. Okay.
They have their own apple orchard.
He's going to Camelot.
He's making the delivery to Camelot?
Yeah, I feel like Applejack had to go to the swamp because I feel like Applejack is tougher than Big Mac, as much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah. Oh, and just when I told you to pay attention to that quick list.
Yes.
That she gave. What was it again? Fireproof boots, a lion tamer's chair, a snake charmer's flute, and a hunk of ricotta.
Yep.
Or as she put it, a hunk of ricotta?
I thought she said a hook of ricotta. I'm like, what?
No, she said a hunk of ricotta.
I thought she said like hooker or something. Hook of ricotta.
A hook of ricotta?
What? Nope. Just walks out. Do you have a hook of ricotta? Nope.
Nah, that would actually just be a pony named Ricotta.
Hooker.
Hooker Ricotta.
Here, fix this. A hooker pony named Ricotta. Let's get off this subject. We end up on another Fluttershy Angel moment.
Nah, Ricotta is a pimp.
Oh. Ricotta's a pimp.
Ricotta is a pimp. You got a hooker, Ricotta?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's like Big Mac too. He only says yeah or nah. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey there, Ricotta. Oh, Big Mac walks by. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That's what they say to each other every time. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you just have Snowflake walk by. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usual special Snowflake.
My man Snowflake. My man Snowflake. Usual special. Yeah.
Okay, we're just going in horrible places.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yes, it is. No, Angel, stop!
No, not that. That was not Fluttershy. Not Fluttershy. That was
working for Ricotta.
Not Fluttershy.
She's paying for that cottage somehow.
She built it herself. You shut your mouth. Anyway, that went in a wrong direction. Back to this episode.
The Chimera.
It was kind of cool, but I mean, it was, well, as far as I'm concerned, a chimera is any animals mixed together.
I would consider Chimera, there's a difference if they were four-legged.
That makes sense.
If they were quadriplegic, then they're considered...
Quadrupedal.
Oh, yeah.
Quadriplegic means you can't move your arms or legs.
Wow. Where did I go with that?
Yeah. You pretty much went the opposite way.
Pretty much. Yeah, if I would consider it more chimera if it was quadrupedal, but yeah, it's definitely a mix of animals.
But still, that one was cool.
That's actually based on classic chimeras.
Yeah. Well, except that they used the tiger instead of
lion.
used
a tiger instead.
And they even said lion tamer's chair. Mm-hmm. My only complaint was the goat's horns made my teeth hurt.
What if there's more than one? Because the bottom half was the goat.
True.
The bottom half was the goat. The front half was the tiger. What if there was one that had it the other way around?
Oh.
Where it was a lion, male.
That's interesting.
Lion, male, female, goat.
So wait, does that mean this thing's a hermaphrodite?
Yes, but asexual, I'm not sure.
Well, it had a goat's legs.
I have a feeling that there might be more than one now.
Well, we'll see when we see season 5, won't we?
Maybe. Yeah, if they ever go to the fire swamp again, maybe there will.
They have to go back there. That was awesome.
Yeah, they need to cover that place a little more. I want to see a bit more of... Yeah, I want to see outside of Ponyville more.
I want to see more of New Orleans.
You want to see New Orleans?
And who called that it was New Orleans right from the start?
It's actually on a map. They have an equestrian map.
Yeah. No.
It's not to scale, but...
Of course not. Because the trains would be the size of...
Could you imagine if Rarity had to go to New Orleans for something? She would go to the Strip.
Probably.
She would go to the city.
And she probably wouldn't speak French.
Or... Nah, she would speak French.
Oh, yeah.
It's an elegant language.
But aren't French and... what do they call it there? Oh, they call it something else. It's a form of French, but there's a name for it. It's a specific dialect.
I don't know.
Cajun. It's French, but it's a different dialect. Some of the words and some of the accents are different.
Oh, she'd speak proper French. She wouldn't speak Cajun French.
They probably understand each other, but they'd all be
would understand each other, but you could definitely tell just from the way that they talk.
Hooey! Look at this fancy pony!
Just the way that... Not even just that, just the way that the language itself is set up.
Yeah. Look at this fancy pony speaking the French! Huey! I gotta work on my Cajun accent. Or maybe just speak like some of them talk. Well, hey, what, over there, man, we were getting some shrimp.
Okay there, Boomhauer.
That's how a lot of them talk down there. They have that really thick accent, and like it's really very hard to understand them at times.
Yeah, I know a guy like that at...
Hooey!
Or that my
I'm
mom
not making fun of anyone. It's a legitimate dialect. But yeah, back to the episode.
Yes.
First of all, New Orleans was awesome. It was in a swamp. The houses were awesome. Everything about that place was just awesome.
Oh, God, yes.
I think that's probably the first place Rocky visited when he left the school.
You think he went straight to New Orleans?
He thought, okay, after all that crap that I just went through, I deserve some fun, and he went straight to New Orleans.
Maybe we should go to New Orleans again during Mardi... Nah, we have to come up with another name for it.
Pony Gras.
Pony Gras?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Or Mardi Gras.
Nah.
Yeah,
we
Pony
use
Gras.
too many Mardi...
Because it's so easy to fit into things.
It is too easy. It's too easy.
Okay, Pony Gras.
Pony Gras.
But there has to be a reason he left, like something embarrassing that happened there. I don't want to go back there.
He was there at the Pony Gras again.
Yes,
he was there at Pony Gras another time.
What if Golden Scale says something like, you just said you had the best time in the world there. Yeah, but it didn't end well. Let's just move on.
Lame.
And they have to end up going like out of necessity, like out of a mission or something. I really don't want to be here.
Hey, you want to figure... you said you actually lost your horn here, so...
I lost it at the farm.
Nah, you're constantly retracing your steps to
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out, like, where did the missing part of my horn go?
What if when it fell off, like it poofed away like in a magic thing and...
Nah, I actually have... Nah, that's the artifact we're chasing after, if anything.
A bit of his horn?
The missing bit of his horn.
Yeah.
Like you said, I went through so many travels, and I've held on to that thing. I never paid attention to whether or not it was still there until
What if it was around
now.
his neck?
We have to go away, find it!
We have to find it! What if it was like around his neck though? He like wore it like a good luck charm.
That would be an interesting idea.
And like that's the reason he wants it back. Obviously he doesn't think he can reattach it, but it's a good luck charm. He has a few good luck charms. The hat, the monocle, even the jacket.
Maybe we could keep going to these random places that, because again, we got a whole map to work with.
No, there you go. He went back to New Orleans for gambling. He was gambling there, and he was using it as good luck charm.
That's how he won the Fez.
There was Well, he won 10,000 bits and bought an expensive Fez. I spent all my money on this hat. Why? Because it looks cool.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. But back to this episode.
Yes.
Well, this kind of has to do with it because we were talking about New Orleans, which is the coolest place I've seen so far.
I definitely feel that we're going to be traveling pretty far.
Yeah.
Because Golden Scales won't want to stay in the same place for too long. He'll want to try and just...
Well, heck, soon people are going to realize that the cloaking spell is changing his race constantly.
Yeah, like every so often you have to recast the spell and it's a total crapshoot as to what race will pop up, so we can't stay too long.
Exactly.
Like, dude, we have to get out of here tonight.
Spell's wearing off.
Dude, you're falling asleep. Concentrate. Shit!
He has to hit him with something before he wakes up. Like a lamp, smashes a lamp on his head. Yeah? What's going on?
Dude,
did you even feel that?
Dude, your spell's failing.
Oh, sorry. Zzz. Ow.
How hard is your head?
That's like a metallic sound.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hard as steel.
I swear, did that bucket partially merge with you?
A little bit. Just says a little bit, and they don't even explain anything else. A little bit. It's like, wait, what? And then they just move on. But back to this episode, we're having too much fun with New Orleans now.
Yeah. We're having too much fun with just the idea of how we're going to travel.
Creativity can never be too much fun.
When we're trying to actually focus on something, yes.
Yes. But Apple Bloom, I liked Apple Bloom in this episode.
But we're actually taking a lot of ideas from this because, we're doing a perfect homage to this. We're trying to keep ourselves as deep into canon as possible.
Exactly.
Hey, if we're launched out, we're going to figure out a way to get us back into the canonverse.
Do you know how we create? We create like
there's multi-dimensional travel. Even if we fall out of canon, we can eventually get away. That already explains it. Yeah. We're just a different branch.
Exactly.
Now, and at any point, we can figure out a way to get an arc going to get us back to the canonverse.
Well, we create like we do everything with sass. Seriously? Seriously, what does that mean?
And the interrupted song too.
Yeah, that was great. But
it's because Apple Bloom does everything sassy.
But that was the most random thing I've seen in this show ever. And it came from and Scootaloo is easily my favorite now, just by a huge margin because she said that.
You're not sleeping like Apple Bloom. Well, how does Apple Bloom sleep? The way she does everything with sass.
Scootaloo is great.
Oh, and then her yelling once she hears Applejack saying,
Apple Bloom will be so happy! Is that you, Scootaloo? No.
No.
Doesn't even not even like a question. Says, no.
No.
And that's why Scootaloo is my favorite.
And then you have, and what about the fact of Smarty Pants under Apple Bloom?
Well, here's my theory behind that. I think that it's Big Mac's toy, since he stole it. Apple Bloom also loves it and steals it from him all the time. He gets mad about it.
Because remember how she first reacted to it?
Yeah. But she saw Mac with it, and Mac was so happy.
I think she's trolling Mac.
That's even better.
I think she's just doing what some little sisters who aren't into the pony stuff would do to their brony fake brothers. Just take them and hide them under her bed.
Apple Bloom, have you seen Smarty Pants? I can't sleep without Smarty Pants. And Apple Bloom says, Nope.
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 That would be the only time you'd see an exchange like that.
It happened before, though. Like, when the episode where he yells at them, if you didn't notice, Applejack and Big Mac in that episode...
Yeah, Applejack couldn't even... Yeah, they switched roles.
Applejack just says, and he's the one who goes off at saying something Applejack would normally say.
Yeah, like, Applejack was just so mad. He was so mad he could talk, and she was so mad she couldn't.
I'd say he goes to Applejack, have you seen Smarty Pants? Really? Haven't you gotten rid of that thing yet?
Why would you want Twilight's cruddy old doll anyway?
Well, I can't sleep without it.
Ugh.
Apple Bloom. Seriously? Just hear like she's going to sleep and she overhears it. Seriously?
Seriously?
I can't sleep without smarty pants. What would he do when he found out she was hiding it under her bed?
Do you think he keeps it in that, what is that thing he keeps around his neck? I know it has a name. It starts with a B.
Crop?
Bindle.
Bindle. What's that do?
I think it stabilizes a cart.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, he stuffs into his bindle when he needs luck.
It's actually to pull a plow.
Really?
Yeah.
So he keeps it stuffed there when he needs luck.
I wouldn't doubt him using it as an extra pocket. I mean, there could be a lot of space on that if he made it hollow.
Exactly.
And he is strong enough.
I feel like in the Big Mac arc in the comics, Smarty Pants should have come up. Like, it shows him waking up, morning Smarty Pants, thinking in his head. Yup. Do you really need that thing to sleep? Yup. You're not going to stop bothering me about this if I don't get it for you, do you? Nope. Yup. Nope.
So clearly he didn't take it up with him on the trip.
Well, he didn't want Smarty Pants to be hurt. I mean, would you take this with you on a long trip?
Maybe.
Never mind, I would. If I had a Luna one, it would go with me everywhere. It would be in my bag at work.
It would probably go with me. I wouldn't take it to work.
Oh, no one would see it. It would be in my bag.
No, if I was going on... They were going on like an afternoon trip.
Even better! If I would keep it in my bag just so, like, because I have almost everything.
They were going for an afternoon trip.
So I wouldn't really need it. But listen, in my bag, I've got everything. I've got tape, scissors, snacks. So be surprised when I pull out of my bag. I start pulling things out because someone needs something. Okay, I got tape, glue, scissors, snacks, My Little Pony. Never mind. Scissors, snacks. Wait, no, My Little Pony plush? What was that last thing? I have no idea. Or scissors?
I actually did have Spitfire accompany me to work in my book bag a couple times.
For luck.
Yeah, pretty much. Then she just kind of found her place on my bookshelf.
It's so easy to go off on tangents about this show because they give you these little hints. I think they want people to be creative.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's why they give these tiny little hints and stuff, because they want people to go off on these tangents and make this stuff up.
I wouldn't doubt if it was completely up to DHX. All the fan content would be up there. Every review, every fan animation, button mash would still be going on.
Yeah, that was funny. I only saw one episode. Were there more than one episode?
No, unfortunately not. There was just that and the Don't Mind at Night.
It was animated brilliantly.
It was.
Button mash. It was funny though. I like the end part where he hits himself in the face with the ball.
Did you see the Don't Mind at Night?
Yes, you showed that to me. Everything...
I actually know every lyric to that song.
I say we buy out Hasbro.
Yeah, but I don't have the money for it.
I do. Have you been in my basement?
Where the fuck have you been hiding that?
I've been hiding money for a while because I plan to buy out Hasbro.
Even though you just recently got into the show?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you a fan of Transformers?
Eh. Not really.
I'm trying to think of what else they own that we could have gotten into.
This is cooler than Transformers.
This is definitely funnier than Transformers. Transformers was too dramatic.
And you couldn't really take it seriously. The robots that turn into cars.
I like cartoons for their humor.
I like cartoons for everything. Like, I enjoy the serious stuff, but there has to be comedy in cartoons.
If it's a serious cartoon, it all depends on the art style generally. As to my reflection, like, imagine an art style like this to something as serious as, like, say, well, no wait, never mind. I was about to say as serious as something as, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, but then you'll see.
Did I tell you about my idea for the first comic book I'm going to draw?
Huh.
Don't say it aloud because I don't want anyone to steal it because I think it's really good, but, you know, they can't see what I'm doing. Beard? Beard?
Can't recall.
We'll talk about it later. After the review.
You tell me like 15 different ideas you have for different Oh yeah, now I remember.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
But look forward to it, people, because I'm going to be uploading it hopefully in the next few months.
Genesis of D?
Yes, the Genesis of D. Well, I mean, we can say it has to do with Discord, but... Discord is Star Swirl, but we can't say exactly what it is.
Well, that was the... Well...
And it's not that Discord is Star Swirl, so get over yourselves.
Yeah, we're not doing the Genesis of D, it has to do with Star Swirl and Discord, but it's a totally different idea to it.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, it's a totally different idea to what people commonly think. We're going for something that, like, I can't think of a reviewer that thinks the same thing. I know there is one, but I can't remember.
Right here.
In my head.
There's a reviewer right here that thinks that.
Besides us.
Yes.
Another reviewer.
Yes.
Because, let's face it, after 3 seasons now, we are officially reviewers, even though we don't get that many views.
Oh, we're gonna. I'm gonna tell.
Honestly, it's because we're doing just us watching them.
Yeah.
Watching and ranting.
Well, we're gonna review a few episodes.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into some actual reviews. We're just still in beta.
We're probably gonna have to review EQG.
Yeah, at least we're not those people that are just like, okay, guys, share this, like, comment.
No,
subscribe.
If I ever see those in any of our videos, I'm gonna get really mad. Please never.
I think we did that in like the very first.
Yeah, we kind of.
And we haven't mentioned it since then.
Seriously, I don't want to be one of those people that is begging for likes.
Nah, if you actually rant, please subscribe. But only if you like it. And
we're not going to give you $100 for subscribing. We don't gain anything. I've got subscribers.
We honestly don't care. We do this for fun. We're two bored guys sitting here watching cartoons because
one of us hates his job.
Yeah, because I have nothing to do on the weekends. He needs something to relax as well and chill. We just play a few games, record this crap.
Exactly. Well, which episode are we on?
Somepony to watch over me.
I mean, I have to wonder what exactly happened when when Rarity was watching the two of them. It seems like something interesting could have happened there, too.
Yeah, you're convinced that they have phones when I brought up how do they keep getting in touch with each other from a distance?
I'm absolutely convinced that they have phones in this universe.
Because how...
Apparently, answering machines were invented afterwards, if you remember that video.
Wait a minute. Or we could dip into another bit of fiction to get an answer to this.
Really?
Clockwork Angels. Spike cannot be the only letter delivery service that's instantaneous like that.
It's true. Instant text messaging.
Because have you noticed how most of the only mail that we see is packages?
True.
I think that letters are sent some other way.
Text messaging.
Not text messaging.
Well, no. What Spike does is text messaging.
Yeah, it's generally text messaging. But they have to, like maybe, the news graphs, how they could send letters back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's something like that?
That'd be interesting. I had something to say here, but I completely
What if they
lost
just have like some small table where they could just lay a letter down, light it on fire, and it would just send it off to the person?
That's the impression I've been under. Is that they either have a device or maybe even if they have horns, they can send them themselves.
Yeah, they have to have some way to communicate with each other from a distance, because otherwise Applejack would have left the two alone to talk to Rarity to say, okay, can you watch these two? And then run back to the farm.
Where did they go? Scoodles got her head stuck in a tree! How did that happen?
No.
Scoodles got her head stuck in a tree!
You can't do it.
I can't. Nobody can do it. No pony can do it, but Scooty Bell.
That actually hurt my ear.
I got the image of Scoodle with her head stuck in a tree.
She tried to fly again.
How did that happen? She tried to fly again.
Nah, she wouldn't squeak with that one.
She tried to fly.
She tried to fly again.
Help! 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 There's a beaver in here!
Ah, the bees! The bees!
That joke can go in so many places in this show. And I feel
because
bad.
they keep having bees everywhere.
There were no bees in the tree because I'm going to feel bad about
How
this.
much honey do they have?
Well, if we dip back into Clockwork Angels, honey's rare there. It's probably plentiful here. Sorry, I just had to bring Clockwork Angels back into it.
Hey, it seemed to help us explain one thing.
Two great fantasy universes. Of course they're going to have some similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Similarities.
Similarities.
Rarity like that one. Huh. You should insert a Rarity like right here for these episodes. Like on the couch.
I'm actually thinking of starting a new thumbnail.
That'd be cool. Sit down, Rarity.
I'm thinking of just starting a new thumbnail, clean up a bit of the clutter for the picture of just the couch.
Yeah. Maybe I could draw one. Two of them staring at a TV screen?
Nah, again, for the vlogs themselves, I just like the idea of it's us on the fourth wall. It's us pretty much just Not even in a drawn universe.
The fourth wall. My favorite wall to break. The third wall's fun too, but, you know.
Well, gee, we're even talking as ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking as
We mix
ourselves.
it too. Every so often we talk as characters.
Yeah, we mix it up, of course, because we based our characters off of ourselves.
Yeah, mine is definitely me if I had magic. Because, you know, if I was in that universe and I broke my horn, what would I say?
Oh.
It looks kind of cool. Yeah.
And then, but you actually trying to figure out a way to reattach it once you realized it flawed your magic.
Maybe.
If it made it that chaotic,
but think about it. With all that chaos,
I think you would have a problem with lighting yourself on fire at least 5 times trying to get a camp going.
Have we met? I've lit myself on fire several times. That comes right out of my life experience. And somehow I have no burns on my body.
Because you probably just burned your clothes or your hair.
Did you see me without the eyebrows? Did we know each other then?
No.
Ooh, yeah, I was in college, so we knew each other, but you didn't see it because I was out of college at that point. I tried to light up a grill with a standard cigarette lighter because I didn't have one of the long ones. So my face is down in there trying to find the pilot. The gas is on. I lit it. This big fireball hits me. My hair burned back to here. My eyebrows were gone down to here, and all of my facial hair just burnt and singed off. And that's where that comes from for Rocky, though. Somehow he sets himself on fire all the time and never hurts himself.
Strangely enough, that actually would match with where your horn is. Instead of lighting the fire, your horn just...
Oops. That's what he has to say when he does that, just, oops. Oops. See, I feel like, though, in real life, if I had something like that, and I realized that there was that much power, that much chaos, if I could gain control of it the way it is, it might be more powerful.
But what if completing the horn actually made it so?
I'm not sure if that would be the case. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm still working on a few things about the character.
Because I think you have your own personal magic reservoir. The horn is literally just the conduit.
What if a larger surface area on the focal point allows for the release of more energy?
I don't know. It depends. How is the horn connected to the rest of the nervous system?
With nerves.
Yes, but is it connected directly to the brain? And if so, how? Is it connected to the corpus callosum? Is it attached to the hypothalamus?
Hypothalamus regulates temperature.
Who knows? Maybe
Why did I know that?
Maybe it heats up.
I never thought of that. I also had another thought for my character. What if his aura was almost invisible? It's got that gray tinge.
I actually picture it just being sparks coming out of the tip of it.
Sparks. That's the noise that has to happen every time he lights a fire. Hang on.
Like, yeah, maybe a faint...
You know, like the igniter on a grill?
The aura has to match the cutie mark.
It would be red.
No, wait, the eyes.
Yeah, it's the eyes, so it'd be gray.
Alright, so you'd have a light gray aura. I just picture it actually not being a complete aura covering the whole horn, instead just stopping right at the stump of it, and it sparks there. Yeah, every time you light a fire.
Yeah, the sound of a match striking.
Every time a spark flies out. Like, they don't fly out crazily, it's just one every so often.
We gotta draw this stuff. I want to see this other than in my own head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw a concept tonight.
I need to get to work on my backgrounds. I'm gonna be looking up backgrounds tonight, and I think I still have my sketch pad around here somewhere.
I have one. I found one.
Alright.
Inside of my D&D bag.
Yeah, it's a very old one, so I'm not sure about the quality of the paper anymore, but...
If it's concepts and sketches, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm going to be buying good paper next week.
It's literally just practice at this point.
We're getting closer to creating something for the first time. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am.
I already know what scenes I have to work on first.
Well, the first scenes we have to work on are them meeting, obviously. We already have that one written.
Uh-huh.
We have that one created and ready, except for the drawings, which will be easy enough.
Well, we don't have the voices either, but that's easy too.
We only need 2 of us. I'm just going to talk like myself.
We do need something better to record from now.
I've got a microphone, a good, high-quality microphone that I use for music.
The question is, could my computer handle it?
It's USB. It'll work. It's a high-quality microphone.
Nah, I'm literally wondering because...
It's got a split screen, too.
That webcam is a good one, but my computer is crap.
We'll use my laptop.
Well, actually, webcam has been through a lot of bumps and dings, so...
Well, my laptop is an actual studio laptop. That's why I bought it for games, because it's a little cheaper. It'll run most games, just the games I play, but it's also good for recording. And well, it's not mine. My brother has a high-quality studio microphone. It's even, what do you call that screen, that circular screen over it?
Am I still going to be the one throwing everything together in the editing?
Probably. I think you enjoy doing that.
Actually, it is pretty fun. Albeit it's only Windows Movie Maker, but I would like to get into bigger stuff once
We'll have Flash Studio by the time
once we
do
ever
this.
possibly have a budget.
I've got money. I've got plenty of money.
I don't think I could do a high frame rate, though.
Nick.
Huh.
I have a huge profit-sharing check coming.
Here's the sad thing. I don't think I could work well with the high frame rate.
We'll see. Once we get better at this, we'll be able to do a lot more. But I've got $2,600 coming to me in February. And $1,000 of it's going for a new guitar, don't get me wrong, but the rest could go to studio stuff.
I am saving up at the moment.
Yeah.
Granted, if nothing bad
Granny
happens.
Smith.
Granted, if nothing bad happens, everything should work.
I turn misfortune into fortune. It's what I do.
Yeah, I try to do the same, but sometimes more misfortune follows.
Well, that's what
and then
Rocky's
even
cutie mark
more.
means. Have we told them about the cutie mark? What his represents?
No, we don't. They don't know what either of our cutie marks are. We'll leave that at.
Yeah, we'll wait until we're actually working on it for that.
Yeah.
I like mine though. But anyway, back to this episode. I don't have much more to say about it. It was pretty straightforward yet again. Fireproof boots are awesome. I do have a pair of boots that are technically fire retardant. Pretty sure I made that mistake last time I tried to say that too.
Well, that fire retarded would actually mean it slows. If you actually look at the scientific term.
Yeah, it means it slows or impedes, but the proper term is retardant. And I keep saying fire retardant. I'm not sure why. I don't even like that word. I can't even say that word without feeling bad because of you. Just so you know.
Can't help it.
You made me feel bad for saying the R word.
Hey, that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, I agree, because it's not a nice word. I have 4 words I don't say.
Sadly enough, I hear it all the time at work.
Of course you do.
Because they call each other it.
Because they don't understand.
Nah, they understand.
We should make them watch this show.
Ha! As if.
Did you say as if?
They won't get into it.
Seriously?
Seriously.
What a bunch of... Let's not use that word. Richards.
One of them would get into it.
Yeah. What was I saying a minute ago, though? Oh, did I tell you that I had a policyholder named Ricky Head?
Ha!
But
Ricky Head.
his name was Dick Head. Dick
Anyway.
Head. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Do you have anything else to say about this? Watch over me, because I am really looking forward to the next episode.
It was a good episode. I enjoyed most of all just the new background. I enjoyed Nay Orleans.
Yeah.
And that is going to be showing up in our videos.
Because we just went on like a 15-minute rant about future projects we have.
That is the, what do you call it? That's the formula for our later vlogs I'm seeing. Is that we're talking a lot about our own stuff, because I think watching the show we're getting more excited about our own stuff. Which is a good thing in my opinion.
It's because of the fact that we're getting more ideas of how this world works.
Oh yeah.
Especially with season 4.
There are so many things in my headcanon for Rocky. There's so many things that have showed up recently that fit perfectly.
Exactly.
But I call things and you know it.
Oh, again, I literally made a character just to look cool, and I made up something that would possibly fit in because, well, spike in rarity.
Yeah.
And then It Ain't Easy Being Breezy's comes out, and next thing you know it, I'm immediately at my keyboard rewriting.
Exactly. I've rewritten my character a few times, but the one you know of is the latest one. You remember the first OC I made? That kind of crazy-looking, psycho-looking one?
Oh yeah.
He had like the beard stubble and stuff, and he was scratching his chin like he's thinking about doing something. That character was a lot of inspiration for his nemesis. That was going to be the original until it became the character of Midnight Blue.
Until you changed the gender.
Is Midnight Blue a dumb name? I think it's cool.
I like it. Honestly, I would say, is she female?
She is.
Okay. Because it's in my headcanon that it is a woman.
It is. Well, again, they became very good friends in school, and she thinks he betrayed him. Oh my god, I really can't wait to start animating her stuff. She's going to be scary. Like, she's going to be legitimately scary.
Like, we're actually going to... are we going into, like... We're going to need a few campfire stories.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Call
here's the thing.
Cthulhu.
Hang on. I'm actually picturing intervals here.
Yeah.
Of what if we just have random flashback episodes of in between our journeys before we stop somewhere.
Yeah.
We just set up a camp and we just shoot the shit.
Yeah. Kind of like on Skype when we play Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
Except instead of Minecraft, it's fire, which I like even more.
But instead, we're just asking each other questions of, alright, it's... I told you something about me last time.
So admit it. You have a crush on Luna, don't you? No!
Yeah, that will... we're definitely going to have, like, the side conversations. Like, these will still be legitimate stories, but it will the main plot of it will be sitting around the campfire, and one of us would be telling a story about... one of us would be telling the other something about them that they asked about, like...
That's how we can fill out the backgrounds.
Like, you possibly asked me, so why do you look like you? What is with your scales? What's with the wings?
What's with the voice? What? The voice didn't change! So that something like that has to come up. What's with your voice?
The voice didn't change!
It's so high.
Is my voice high?
No. A little bit, but nothing unnoticeable. But, you know, it's just what Rocky's going to say.
Because I actually am a little self-conscious about that.
I haven't noticed, like... I've noticed... I mean... Not like annoyingly high, but describing your... It's higher than mine.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's like, you know, it's not freakishly high, but you know what I'm saying. If I had to describe it, like if I were to describe... I don't want to say Davey Haddock, because yours isn't nearly that high.
Sadly enough, I could actually see where the inspiration as to why Golden Scales doesn't like showing off how he looks.
Or even better, just...
He's self-conscious. I have the same problems. I just realized the inspiration on that one.
Or just don't even explain it, just... And what happened to your voice? What's wrong with my voice?
What? The voice didn't change. Is something wrong with my voice?
No. Stupid smile. Nope.
Well, actually, if you think of the scream, he can roar and whinny at the same time.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be something...
We got to figure out a way to mix that audio for it.
Do it Jurassic Park style. Just put the two animals together.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is just take the T-Rex... just what animals would you think would be... A dragon's be?
T-Rex.
T-Rex?
A T-Rex like
You would think it would sound like...
It would be like kind of high-pitched, but low at the same time, you know what I mean?
Kind of like a T-Rex length roar with the pitch of a velociraptor.
Yes.
I'll have to figure out what mixes there would be for that.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Actually,
Which
I do.
We're coming to it very soon.
I do already
actually.
have. Well, I've actually been trying to work on that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That particular audio.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the first ideas in my head that that whenever he whinnied, he had a dragon's roar behind it.
Yeah.
Or whenever he roared, he had a dragon's whinny behind it.
That makes sense. Because there is both there.
How exactly that would work, I'm assuming he would kind of have, like... his entire biology got mixed up between pony and... So he only has one stomach, whereas... Have you ever seen this one documentary? It played on Animal Planet quite some time
About the dragons?
Yes. Where they found one in the ice?
Like sulfur and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was actually, what's it sulfur? I thought it was something else.
Or whatever, brimstone or whatever they used to eat.
No, they used brimstone to eat, but they kept that in their teeth.
Mm.
They had, it was brimstone and flint.
Yeah.
That they had in their teeth. They would actually spark the flame by grinding their teeth.
Methane, then, would be in their stomach.
It would have to be some sort of flammable gas that they kept in that second stomach.
Yeah.
Because that was, and it had to be light as well. Because that was what it was able to help them keep floating.
Definitely methane.
Methane?
Because methane's a very, very, very light gas.
That means they would have a completely different stomach acid.
Yeah.
I don't know,
What about acid-breathing dragons?
That would be interesting. We haven't seen them in show yet.
We gotta have...
Anyway, we gotta get to the next episode. We've been rambling too long. We probably will be rambling after this.
Hope you guys enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, we're gonna just cut off here for the rambles, and we'll see you after we watch Mod Pie.
Bye. Yes, bye, everyone.
Later.